Coming in. A deadly shooting in Montreal has left at least 3 people dead, including a police officer, after a brazen daylight attack in the city's Côte-des-Neiges neighborhood. According to authorities, a gunman opened fire in a busy area, prompting an emergency response and a shelter-in-place alert for residents. Police say one officer was also killed while another was injured during the exchange of fire. The suspect was eventually neutralized at the scene, with officials confirming that a civilian also lost life in this incident. Belly is bringing us more details on this Belly gun attack now in Montreal.
Kriti, a suspect armed with a long gun opened fire on Monday at this Montreal hotel, killing a police officer before officers returned fire, killing him. This civilian also has been declared dead, but it wasn't immediately clear that who had fired that shot. So the police chief Fadi Dagger had said a second officer was seriously injured in the shooting in the city's Côte-des-Neiges neighborhood, but is in stable condition. Dagger said that it was the first time in 24 years that a Montreal police officer had been killed in the line of duty. It's a very sad day. It's a nightmare, and such shooting incidents in Montreal are rare, is what he had stated. So Dagger said someone had called the emergency services about 11:35 a.m. About a person who was sticking a gun out of a window at the Hilton Hotel. Police arrived at the scene and were targeted with gunfire, and the video footage showed the shooter was also outside the hotel. The shooting occurred in a party Jewish neighborhood that includes kosher markets and restaurants, but the police declined to comment on a possible motive on this incident. So Dagger said that he didn't know who shot the civilian. Police identified the deceased officer as Constable Mohammed Lameen Ben-Rudan, who's 34 years of age, and he had been with the force since 2021. So videos posted on social media appear to show the exchange of gunfire between police and the person carrying a long gun who was wearing an olive-colored jacket and cargo pants. The videos appear to show a civilian and at least one officer getting shot, while the person in the olive-colored clothing appeared to get shot while adjusting or reloading their weapon. The Canadian Prime Minister has also given out reaction. He said that
Right, Belly, stay on with me. We're getting some more updates. Mark Carney, the Prime Minister, has also expressed shock and sorrow after a deadly shooting there that left a police officer and a civilian dead, several others injured. Mark Carney in his post said he was horrified by the incident and extended his thoughts to the victims, their families, first responders and the community of Côte-des-Neiges. He also praised the efforts of law enforcement, saying his gratitude is with the police officers who continue to serve with courage and dedication despite the tragic circumstances. Belly, while these kind of incidents are rather common in the United States, Canada is not really known for such gun violence.
Absolutely, Kriti. So this has been a rare incident that had happened over the past more than 2 decades. That is 24 years is what this senior police officer is saying. And what we gather at this point of time is the Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has also reacted to this incident. He stated that he was horrified by this violence, and there was also a eyewitness who was working in the construction near the shooting. Who said that, who told the police that he heard around 4 to 5 gunshots on the morning of Monday, and a few minutes later he saw police officers arriving at the scene in large numbers, and he heard more gunfire shots. He said, and I quote him, "We saw cops getting into a gunfight and getting shot down," is what the eyewitness said. He estimates he heard around 30 to 40 gunshots in total. Frank Vogas also said, another eyewitness said he was buying a paint at a shop in the area when the gunfire erupted, and he said, and I quote him, "I see the police storming, coming from everywhere, and they raised their guns. explaining the officers, and they were all in a kind of emergency wherein they were trying to protect other people also from the gunfires that was coming randomly without any sense of the directions. So another eyewitness was quoted.
All right, Belly, thank you for giving those updates. Thank you, viewers, for watching. Stay tuned to Newsx.
सस्ते वाले दाल मसाले